You don't have to be a good computer scientist to be a good coder, but you do have to be a decent problem solver. And hands down, the best free resource to improve your problem solving skills is CS50, Harvard's introduction.
This is how I would learn to code if I could start over. For context, I work at Microsoft, but before that, I did 6 internships across 3 countries. So yeah, I've done a line or 2 in my life. Wait, not like that, what the? To tell you what I would change, I first need to tell you what I did. I started coding in grade 11. Well, sort of. We started with this language called Scratch. It's basic game development made for children. Nobody would be stupid enough to, let's say, do an entire Google coding interview in this language, and maybe even do shop.
Fingertips for free.
HTML and CSS,
CS50 will give you a broad overview of computer science, algorithms, and instruments.
TCL,
Is it necessary to learn how to code? No.
useless.
Would help you
Python, I
accelerate your
learned this
learning?
alone and over time, but mostly
The
because
classes
I
language
learned
agnostic.
Java and
You'll be exposed
JavaScript
to
or
C,
backend and
SQL,
front-end web
Python,
development,
JavaScript,
finally C#
HTML, and
is
CSS,
my
all while working on real-world problems in
After 4 years of learning and working with JavaScript in the world of the web development space, I want to learn Python, and this is how I want to do it. Way back in 2021, I was able to purchase the complete full stack web development course, and within 6 months, I was able to land a job. I was working in a non-profit organization, Africa, and and with the same skill, I've been able to land freelance gigs, like freelance gigs that is quite okay. It's not coming that much, but it's a bit okay. And also working on my side projects, my own side gigs, which I'm seeing how best things will go. Now I'm having 100 days to complete this Python course. As in, this is the course I just purchased to see how best it will go. I purchased way back in 2022 and I've not touched it, but I want to touch it this time and then see how best it will be like. Alright, so the first thing I'll say is you should have a fixed mindset. You should know why you are learning something and what you are learning it for. JavaScript was not the first language I learned. My first language I learned was Python. Because way back in 2019, the goal was to end up in one of these network service providers and call myself a system engineer or network service engineer or an IT personnel. And there I found Python, and it was getting much more interesting. So getting deeper, I fell in love with building real web apps and then real websites and then mobile applications. So I was like, can Python help me get this thing accomplished? It was there, but mostly they say the web is run on JavaScript. So I didn't ditch it. I paused Python and I moved straight to web development to learn how to use web development to do things. And as in the results are quite positive as I can see myself. Having a fixed mindset would help you learn much more better and would create that environment for you to understand whatever you are learning. Because if you don't have that mindset of, if you don't have that focused mindset of, or you don't know why you are learning something, it will just be, you just feel, yeah, wasting your time. Because sometimes you can follow a tutorial very, very well, and as the teacher would write, you copy the same code the teacher is writing, but it wouldn't run or it wouldn't compile the way the teacher's code compiled. So I would say first thing is you should have a fixed mindset. You should know why you are learning something and the reason why you're learning it. Right? You're learning it. Are you learning Flutter for mobile development? Are you learning JS for web development or for mobile development? Why are you learning? Why are you learning something? The reason why I'm learning Python is to be able to understand how the AI system works. Right now AI is becoming very, very big. So I just want to at least understand how the concept works and how everything works. And not only that per se, but also use Python, attach Python to my JavaScript skills, and then see how best I can build amazing things with it. Now the second on my list is time.
let's go ahead and order it. So we can't make me that drink. And we've managed to achieve all of this functionality by writing very few lines of code. And the code itself is actually very, very easy to understand. Even if you came to this completely fresh, you've never seen how each of the methods are implemented, you don't know how the coffee maker works, you don't know how the money machine works, you can see quite easily what it's trying to do.
The next thing I want to talk about is time. You know, I spend around 2 hours just learning how to code in Python. And for these 2 hours, I'm seeing I'm seeing a very good output which is coming out. You don't need to sit for 8 hours. You don't need to sit for long hours. Like all you just need is at least an hour. Even if you can sit for just 30 minutes learning how to code, is enough. Don't stress yourself or don't think if you don't sit in for long hours, you'll not be able to learn how to code. Coding is different, or not even coding per se, but learning something new is different. If you continue, like the main thing is the continuous, the repetition of you doing something is what's going to bring the results. You can spend 8 hours learning how to code, but that 8 hours, maybe you might not be doing something which is very, very important. But you can spend just 30 minutes just focused on just learning how to code, just learning how to code in Python, and you're going to be very, very, very effective. It is what you do in that hours. It's not how long you spend learning how to code. It is what you exactly do. So for me, like this, I just close anything that would distract me. YouTube, it will distract me. So I try and then close every tab and then just open that one tab, which is Udemy. I learn using Udemy and just get something out of like let's absorb what I want to absorb for the day and then just continue the journey. And that is how I'm learning. And I'm using Udemy because Udemy is a platform I purchased the course from. I'm not saying go and use Udemy, but you can start with if you're new and you're starting to learn how to code, you can start with YouTube or learning if you're learning any new skill. Don't purchase the product. Don't purchase a course yet. Like try and then understand. Try and then go the free way. Try the free stuff. And I would say if you think, okay, now this is what I want, then you can go the extra mile of you purchasing a course or something. But currently right now, I would, for me like this, if I'm starting over, and I'm new, I would try and then go with a free route. And with a free route like this, I have this course, Mash Amadine. Like he's very, very good. I like the course. Like I've tried the course before and it's very, very great. And yeah, I would recommend it to you if you're a beginner and you want to learn how to code in Python. So that is what I'll say is you should not stress yourself with so much time. Like isn't if you don't have time, you'll be thinking, oh, I don't have time, so I can't learn. No, 30 minutes is enough. Then secondly, if you are starting, don't worry yourself about getting a paid course. Just try and then get a free course. Understand it. If you think you are okay with it, then you can level up. Even someone even said it in my comment section very, very well, and I appreciate you for that. The third thing on my list is to learn the basics. To be able to learn the basics, you should be able to understand the basics. You know, learning like as in the process of learning my Python, I want to go down to the basics, know and then understand how the basics works. I have I have coded in JavaScript before, so it's like I understand how it works. And another thing too is if you understand one language, it's easier to understand multiple languages. So like trying to understand the basics. If I say the basics, I mean for Python like this, the basics are variables, uh, logic operators, control flow, functions, classes. Like these are the basics. You should understand it and see how it works. And because I want to understand the basics, when I'm learning, I don't use AI. Like AI is out of my reach. I have other code editors, but I'm not using them. I even with VS Code, I have created a profile, another profile which is just for the learning, and that one I don't have any extension, any AI extension integrated into it. What I'm just doing is just coding raw from scratch and to understand how stuff work. If you try to use AI, it will be suggesting this, it will give you this autocomplete stuff, and I bet you this AI stuffs are like they are very very good at. They are so good that if you start writing the tutorial, like as in you start like coding, it will give you the whole code immediately. Like I tried it once, then the second time I realized no, it was still disturbing, so I just had to just turn it off. So I created a new profile, and then I used that to learn how to do my coding. The final thing I'll say is you should try and then learn in public. Let people know you are coding. It could be your friend. It can be just a normal message telling all your friends that you're learning how to code. It can be a blog. It can be a tweet, like you can X that you are learning how to code. It can be it can be a YouTube video. It can be anything that would try and then let people know that you are learning how to code. This is going to level you up, like kind of like give you customers, like give you clients. Let people know that now this dude is learning how to code, so I can like if any project or if anything, I can hook him up or something. You understand? So it levels people, like it lets people know you are about this or like this is what you're about. You learn in public, you let people know you are learning how to code, and it's going to level you up. And that's what I'm doing currently right now. Is I'm telling you I'm learning how to code. So if you also learn how to code, bro, I'll be very happy if you can like join, collaborate, and then like we learn together to make something awesome. So first of all is the mindset. You should know why you're learning, and then you should know the reason you are learning, for what reason. The second one is time. You shouldn't worry about spending, maybe you need 8 hours, you need 10 hours. No, like you need the minimum time you need is maybe 30 minutes or 10 minutes just to sit down and then just learn how to code. And then time is money. So you make sure you go for the free courses, and then don't worry yourself with paid courses and then stress yourself so much. If you see that the course is helping you, then you can maybe go deeper into it. Third one is learn the basics. Try and learn the basics. Don't worry yourself or stress yourself so much. Don't use AI. It's still under number three. And then the fourth one is you learn in public. So that's what I have for you, and that's what I'll say. With that being said, see you in another video. Bye bye.